babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they heart. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a far long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. Coming from Comrade Attitude. See Yamosha indeed. Wahala for forbidden sheep. Now here is the thing here, guys. Remember the last time yesterday I was actually telling you guys that, oh, it feels so good to see that Liema has been on her own all this while. I was gisting that she's kind of bored, you know, because she's on her own doing her thingy, trying to give Jareed space. Remember, we do not know how they settled their rifts. We just started seeing them talking together like nothing ever happened because of the loss in transmission. So as the day goes by, in the night, yesterday night, after I was thinking, oh, baby girl has decided to stop being clingy and just be on her own, you know. And yes, you know where you would find Jareed is where Mpumi else is. Whenever you see Mpumi, you would see Jareed. I think he likes chilling with them more, because I think his reason chilling with them is because he feels Mpumi has a strong personality. In fact, if you ask Jareed, between Mpumi and Liema, who has more fans, I think Jareed would choose Mpumi, and I think that is one of the reasons why he's actually going Mpumi's way. All right. Okay. While Jareed was with Mpumi in the kitchen, Liema find ways to, you know, bring herself to the kitchen to take tea, whether she's drinking tea, whether she's trying to make food for herself, I do not know. But guess what? It is just one of her ways to stay around those two, to try to see their movement, monitor their movement. You know, fans were like, Liema, why not stick? Be that girl. You deserve better. Why not just, you know, be you and just stick to whatever you want to do. Stick to this plan of yours, trying to be on your own. But it may seem as though it is so difficult for baby girl because she stayed put in that kitchen. She pinned there. She refused to leave the kitchen. I wasn't surprised anyways. I'm like, yo, it is quite expected, because once Liema stay on her own, you know. So Liema was around that kitchen, you know, having conversation with them together. At the other hand, some people were like, don't you guys want her to fix something for herself? Don't you want her to fix what she will eat and all of that? But you and I know the truth, that the reason why Liema stayed around that kitchen was because Mpumi and Jareed are having more time together. Anyways, after Liema and Jareed, after the kitchen, whatever that happened, next thing, the camera ensued where they were on bed, and it was Jareed's bed. You know, one thing with the thing is that you will not get to follow up back to back, because camera would not show us things the way we want to see it, so as to leave viewers to think other things, you know. So while Liema was on bed with Jareed, people started talking already that this girl do not have self-respect for herself. After everything that happened, you still went to this guy's bed, yada yada yada. But while they start having conversation, you would know that they actually went to that bed to discuss, because Liema was like, I don't want this relationship to be toxic for you and all of that. And guess what Jareed said? Jareed said, I am single, bro. I'm like, yo. Yo. And like, in fact, I don't know the kind of poto that Liema will fall into that will make her stand fit. If what has happened, seeing this dude do kiss two ladies in your very before and do whatever he did, not able to choose you over Mpumi, and you're still here listening to this guy, there is nothing else. We just have to leave Liema in the hand of Jesus right now. Anyways, while they were talking, and then Liema was like, I think they had this convo already, where Liema said, you have to set boundaries, then we'll have our relationship back. That was what Liema stood on. So when they were talking, Liema was like, so how far have you been able to set the boundaries? That was the conversation. And guess what Jareed said? That guy lied totally, because that conversation never happened. I would say what he said right now. But if that conversation did happen, please kindly let me know. So Jareed said that he tried to have conversation with Mpumi when Mpumi was actually using the wig. Remember I told you guys how Jareed left Liema to go meet Mpumi, and Mpumi started using his head for mannequin for her wig. So Jareed was not telling Liema that I actually did have that conversation with her. I told her that we need to set boundaries so that I and Liema can, continue with what we have. And he now said, Mpumi said, in Big Brother house, how would you set boundaries in Biggie's house? Nobody can set boundary for me in Big Brother's house. That was what Jareed told Liema. Hey, I'm like, yo, guy, this dude can lie. Because how would you tell a lady that, please, I don't want this, and the lady will be forcing herself on you? That is what he's trying to say now. He's trying to say he's told Mpumi that he needs to set boundary, and Mpumi is saying no to him. Like, I don't understand. When Mpumi force herself on you, is it not your body? Is it not what you want that Mpumi would do? So he actually did lie there. And then Liema replied and said, and then Jareed was like, okay, Liema, what do you think now? Liema replied and said, I will stick to what I said before. No boundaries, no relationship. Immediately she said that, she stood up from the bed. I'm like, yo, you see why it's not good to judge for those people who were saying, oh, we've rushed to the bed, blah, 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 blah. So that was how Liema left the Jareed's bed to her own bed and told him good night, And then that one said, good night, bro. Jareed no send, like the boy no care. What he is trying to do here, he want to stick to Elle's advice. Remember the advice Elle gave him about play the two of them if you are here for the game. That is what he want to do, so he's finding ways to balance it. But anyways, Jareed and Liema, in fact, it's like they've started even kissing again back. So I think that one is just story for another day. But to me, if Liema has accepted being with Jareed yet again, I do not think she has every right to come from Mpumi again, because Jareed has made it known that he is for everybody and he is for nobody, and that's on par. Meanwhile, while Jareed and Liema were in the room, Mpumi was with Makeke. They were having conversation about the game. Remember Mpumi told Jareed and else, was it else? No, but Jareed and Trenza that she needed time for herself to rethink, because sometimes it's a game and this house may want to win. Those people who are there for the game, they know what they are doing. She needed to re-strategize, because it may seem as though that strategy of, using Jareed for Liema is really not giving anymore, as Liema is coming to accept the fact that Jareed is for everybody. So she was having a long conversation with Makeke where they were seriously talking about the game. They are like, you see this game, anything they set in for it, we're gonna do it because we need it. 2 million rands, and Makeke was like, it's just like a race where they just have to set the gun, boom, you start running immediately. That Mpumi was like, her head is fully on this game, that she is never relenting at all, and then she told Makeke that she needed time to re-strategize, think for her strategy for the week and everything. She was like, in fact, that she will not have to change herself, that she will still be whom she is, that in this game, whatever her mind tells her to do, that is what she would do, and nobody can stop her. That she's not changing for anybody. She will continue kissing. Hey, I'm like, yo. She said if her mind tell her to kiss, she would kiss. Anything her mind tells her to do, that is what she is gonna do. On this game, guys, Mpumi is going nowhere anytime soon, because baby girl is making this game interesting. And it may seem as though really Mpumi is really in the mood of trying to think if she's playing the game right or wrong, if she has fans or not, if she's gonna win or not, because she actually was crying early today, and then Pale was like trying to comfort her and was telling her that if the game becomes so heavy for you, you have an option, to actually walk out of the door. But Mpumi said, hey, baby girl, I am never giving up anytime soon. I am not the one to give up. But why would Ballet say that kind of thing at the point somebody is moody, that you just comfort the person? Why are you not talking about one have a choice to actually live? Ballet. Anyways, Mpumi go do all right, Sha, because I think next thing she will swing into action and start, looking for the next victim or somebody to make jealous. I personally can't wait for what these housemates have in store for us this week, because they are all in their feelings, have one or two housemates in mind. All right, while it is Jareed versus his wives, it is Z versus her husband. As they were seated together, Sinaye and what's his name, Young Papi. In fact, Z was even clocking hands with Young Papi while sitting together with Sinaye, Willie, and Chwenza. Now, talking about clocking hands with Young Papi, Z was having a conversation with Chwenza and was telling Chwenza about cuddling, how she need cuddling and all of that. And then Chwenza now started talking about Sinaye was telling Z that I think if not for what Sinaye have with you, he would have been a boring housemate, you know, because I think he is actually getting close to you because of his strategy. And then Zina replies trends and said that strategy that he is using on me is actually working for me too. That was what Z said. And then Z was like, I'm not even talking about that one. I'm talking about the short one, which is Young Papi, you know. And then Treza was like, yes, Young Papi is kind of smart and attractive. Since I get closer to him, I'm starting to like him, unlike the perception I have about him, you know, the first week. And then Z said in her choice to have a partner that she do not look about handsome, being tall, or being huge, or all of that. That what she look at is how the man handles her. And now some people are like, it is giving Z likes Young Papi more than Sinaye. But what do you expect, guys? Sinaye made it obvious he's coming to play a game, and she do not know about Young Papi's whatever. So it is normal. Guys, aside from calling Liema the production pet, Liema is a big name this season, guys, because she has appeared twice on social chat. The first housemate to have appeared twice in the social chart, you know. Social chart of this week, she is there. As you can see, Liema Pansi at number 5. J.I. said, the one that makes the bbnzansi show move is ahead on the list, and her name is Big Liema. This page just want to remind you all again. Meanwhile, it now got to my head, what if truly Liema is doing all this clingy follow just for her own game, just like somebody once said on one of my videos? We might not like the gameplay, but it's possible for that to be her own gameplay, right? Anyways, because she has been on leaves, even the housemate discussed her, you know, and all of that. Let's read it from Vlog Tuesday. Okay, Mpumi must just stop lying to herself and her friends. She has also fallen for Jareed. It is no longer about the game. She must just stop saying it has nothing to do with matters of the heart, because clearly it does. She's also in too deep now. She acts way too desperate, trying too hard. Game players don't have this desperate. They play the game, not sell their soul like this. She loves the guy and acts as if she is just playing the game. Liema bores me with her clinginess. It is embarrassing to watch. She must just hang the gloves and re-strategize and stop acting foolish. Jareed is going to do the same thing to Mpumi as he did to Liema. He said he also liked Els in the beginning, and Els liked him too. So with Els, which else can be a game player and do exactly what Mpumi did to Liema? After all, she doesn't owe Mpumi anything. It's all about the game, right? Kuzazo Shubakwa Biggie. Anyways, guys, I think Mpumi, if you ask me, I think Mpumi is playing the game. I do not think she's falling for anything. I think she's just there playing that game. Like her head is just on that game. That girl really wants that money. Mpumi wants that money. If you look at her eyes, you will see that Aru 2 million on it. Things I have noticed about Big Brother throughout the years. Gossipers don't last in the game. Pretty face is a bonus. Big girls unfortunately never last. Side chicks never win, and they make a bad name for themselves. Most men who strategize like Tony, Yemi, Jareed are bringing entertainment, but they don't last. Being smart, clean, etc. means nothing to voters. And then this person replied and said, Biggie house, everything happens. There is its part of game. If Biggie did not have these people you mentioned, the show is going to be boring. Anyways, that's true. All of those things those people do, both the desperation, both the envy and all of that, they all make up the game. But look at this thing this person said about what he or she noticed about Biggie's game. Do you think that is true? Let me know in the comment section. Meanwhile, you guys should free Khosi Biko. Now, okay, let's read it. Khosi Rain, is Mama giving us a sign? Is that Z name on Mama's post? If you don't get it, forget about it. Remember, if you watch the video, the first video I posted today, Khosi is actually celebrating how she's trending with Samsung and how her fan base is trending. So because they have Zintu Z trending, you know, in between, and she had to capture it together and post on her IG story. So some of the fans are saying that Khosi is indirectly clamoring for support for Z. Baby girl did never mention that. You guys should not put her on this thing and start claiming that Khosi chose this person and did not choose the other person. She did not mention, oh, this is my favorite on the show. Not yet, at least. So guys, if you want to stand for Z because that is what you want, okay? No, don't just use Khosi name on it. Anyways, babies, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Meanwhile, tell me, what do you think about all of these shenanigans? Let's operate in the comment section. Bye for now, babies.